What's up, you guys? Zack Wagoner here, and I'm back for a TRX on-demand workout. This workout is going to be 30 minutes long, and we're going to use your TRX suspension trainer, your TRX rip trainer, and we're going to break out the kettlebells. This workout is designed to be more strength and conditioning based, so sometimes we're going to be grinding it out, going low and slow. Sometimes we'll be a little more ballistic and really getting after it. It's going to be a good balance between the both. We are going to focus a little bit more on the lower body versus everything else, but it's still going to be full body because you know TRX is all core all the time, and we always get a good full body workout in no matter what we do. So that being said, we're going to go through 2 rounds today. We got your warm-up first, and then the round 1 is going to be different sets. We're going to use the TRX, then we'll use the kettlebells, then we'll come at a rip trainer. So we'll pyramid. Then we'll come back to the kettlebells, and we'll finish with the TRX suspension trainer. Your second round is going to do the same thing, but it's going to be in the EMOM style. So that means we're going to try to finish as much as we can of those reps in that minute, and whatever you have left over is going to be your rest, all right? So when we get to that round, we'll break it down a little bit more. Right now, we're going to start with some jumping jacks to get the body moving. So hit that playlist, grab that water bottle. In 3, 2, 1, let's go to work. Now, those of you out there know what the kettlebells feel like. You know what the rip trainer feels like. So let's make sure that we're ready to go when we start our workout. Want to make sure those shoulders are nice and loose. We got a nice upper back mobility set. And then we're going to make sure that those legs and those hips are ready to take over when we grab those kettlebells, because you know we're going to do some swings today. All right, you guys, that's the 30 seconds on those jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. We got those runner stretches. So feet about shoulder width apart, hinge your hips back, hands flat to the floor. Go ahead and walk those hands out to your plank. Once you're in a plank, step your left foot up next to your left palm. 2 reps, reach up for 1. Exhale, bring the forearm down, reach up for 2. Exhale, bring the forearm down, and then big circle in those hips. Big circle in those hips the other way. Step the foot back. Come into a downward dog for me. Press the heels to the floor. Now pull yourself back into a plank and step your right foot up. 2 reps, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Big circle one way. Big circle the other way. Hand down, step it back, downward dog. This time, take your left leg, reach it up and over to open up that hip. Step that right foot forward. Inhale up for 1 rep. Exhale back down. 2 circles. 2 circles the other way. Breathing the whole time. Hand goes down, step back, downward dog. Right leg lifts up and over. Open up the hip, and then step that right foot forward again. Inhale, rep up for 1. Exhale, come down. Big circle one way. 2 times. Big circle the other way. 2 times. Hand down, step the foot back. Go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet. Legs are nice and long. Hinge up. Grab the suspension trainer. We're going to do some forward lunges with some chest stretches. So hands straight out in front of the chest. Big forward lunge step. Arms come out to the side. Step it back. Alternate it out. As I step forward, my back knee is dropping straight down, stretching out that back leg. As I reach out to the side, I'm feeling a nice big chest stretch the whole time. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Let's face the anchor point this time. Wide stance for some side lunge and Cossack stretches. Sink down and to the right. Left leg is straight. Squeeze legs together. Come up. Sink down left. Squeeze legs together up. Down right. Bring it up. Down left. Now this time as we go to the right, lift that left toe up in the air. We're going to stay low. We're going to slide across the bottom. Digging in with our heels. Keeping the chest up nice and tall. Last couple seconds here. Shoulder blades are down and back. Really chasing that plank, meaning my ears, hips are in one line. 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're going to get into this first round. This is a pyramid style round. Your sets are 45 seconds long for the most part. There may be some 30-second sets in there, but we're going to keep those sets a little bit longer. Rest is somewhere around 15 to 20 seconds, so we're going to keep it moving the whole time. Now, your first exercise is a TRX squat to Y fly. Make sure you do have your kettlebell close by. Make sure you do have your rip trainer set up and ready for this round. Let's go ahead and start with our arms straight up overhead in our Y position. Feet are 1 or 2 steps forward, shoulder width apart. Fold your arms down, sit your hips to your heels, squeeze the glutes to stand, drive those elbows up. Again, fold down, squat it out, stand it up, drive those knuckles back. As you're coming up out of that squat, you're thinking about pressing into the floor, driving your heels through the ground to really move the earth underneath you. And then when you get to the top, you're driving your knuckles straight back. Imagine you're pushing those hands into a wall behind you. And as soon as you hit that wall, you come right back down. We got 10 seconds left here. Again, squeeze the glutes up, drive knuckles back. One more rep. Squat it out, push the earth away, drive knuckles back. 3, 2, 1. We got to take the straps to mid-calf now. We got hamstring runners coming up next. So you're on your back, heels are in, and legs are extended. We're neutral, so my feet are underneath the anchor point. Bring your right leg in, hips lift up. Press the right leg out, left leg comes in, left leg out, right leg comes in. As I'm doing this, I'm making sure that I'm keeping even pressure on both foot cradles to prevent any sawing up and down. Now, if I wanted to make this tougher, I could bring my arms up over my chest. And if for some reason I'm not able to prevent that sawing, well, then the arms would stay down and maybe even the hips would come down. All right, we still got 15 seconds left, so adjust for your level. If you want to make it tougher, arms can come up with the hips down, and then you could always work your way up with those hips. We still got about 5 seconds left here, keeping this going, Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, toes need to go in now. We're flipping around, facing away from the anchor point. We're going to do a prone abduction, so feet start together. We're going to press the feet apart. When the feet are apart, we're going to lower down for a push-up. So here we go. Wrists underneath the shoulder. Press those heels back to those handles. Feet start together. Press the feet apart, abduct. Drop it down for the push-up. Push away. Feet together. Feet apart. Lower down. Push the earth away. Feet together. Feet apart, squeeze those glutes, lower it down, drive it away, feet together, feet apart, lower down, push away, feet together. Check your plank for me. Are your hips still tucked? Are your glutes still squeezed? Feet apart, push up, feet together. We still got about 10 seconds left here. Again, chasing that plank. My ears, shoulders, hips all in one line. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. All right, toes out. We're standing up. Find that kettlebell. We've got some deadlifts coming up here. So grab my kettlebell. Again, if you have a heavy kettlebell, feel free to use that. If you have a kettlebell you want to use throughout the whole round, do it. We got to use the kettlebell for deadlifts, and then we're going to go right into some swings here. Later on, we're going to advance that to some cleans. So TRX kettlebell deadlift. My feet just a hip width apart. Hinge the hips back, grab that bell, drive through the ground, squeeze those glutes, and then bring it back down again. Again, push, squeeze the glutes up, and then back down. Right as I'm sitting those hips back, I'm getting a maximum flexion at my hip, a minimal flexion at my knee, making sure I'm loading my hips, loading my hamstrings, not so much my quads here. Again, I'm driving my heels down to come back up. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to take a little break. We got 30 seconds of swings coming up next. So I'm going to take a step back away from my kettlebell to create a triangle. Point of my triangle, the 2 bases right here, or the 2 points of the base right here. Remember, we're going to hike and snap those hips. 3, 2, 1. Hike and snap. And if you wanted a break in between for a second, you could break. Otherwise, we got 10 seconds left. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Guess what? It's time for that rip trainer. So we're going to grab that rip. The first exercise is a squat hold with a row. So I'm going to grab my base hand, my left hand, my power hands, my right hand. Both palms are down. From here, I'm going to center myself to the anchor point. I'm going to sit into my squat. And now I'm just rowing. We got 20 seconds of this set. Quick transition. And then we're going to the other side. So remember, on this, chest is in line with that X mount. Last 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. Base hand is right hand. Power hand is left hand. Sit back into that squat. And row. I'm driving both elbows back, squeezing both shoulder blades together, all the while maintaining that low squat. Feeling the burn in those legs. Ooh, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up is a rip squat paddleboard row. So I'm going to take my base hand to my left, bring it up by my chest. I'm actually going to take my base hand to my right. My power hands to my left. I'm going to squat, drive the end of the rip trainer towards my heel, coming on up. Ready? Here we go. Rip squat, paddleboard row. I'll come a little more to the side so you guys can see that. But I'm still in line with my X mount. I'm still centered. My chin, my nose, all still centered. Last 3, 2, 1, and switch. Left hand is now my base. Right is now my power. Sit and row. Into that squat. Use those legs to pull yourself down, and then let that rip trainer follow. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're now going to do a TRX rip windmill. So now I'm sideways to the anchor point, and I'm going to pull my base hand, which is my right hand. I'm going to push my left hand, and once it's here, I'm now going to squat and draw a big circle. I'm pulling out, controlling in. Pulling out, controlling in. Again, if I had a pen on the outside of this rip trainer and a piece of paper in front of it, I'd be drawing a circle on that paper. Last 3, we're just going to switch sides. 2 and 1. Just switch. Same thing. Again, I'm sideways to the anchor point. Here's my rip stack. And now I squat and I draw that circle. Big circles. Go little circles. The size of your circle is up to you. But are you maintaining that plank? Back is flat. 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're done with the rip trainer for this round. Remember, this is a pyramid, so those 3 moves are the top of the pyramid. We're back to the kettlebell for the swing. So let's get ourselves set back up where we were. Set up that triangle, point of the triangle, 2 points of the base, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Snap those hips, drive those heels to the floor. Let that kettlebell float up. Last 10 seconds. Again, if you need a break, take that break early. We're here in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Kettlebell deadlift. Again, shake it out. Now, if you need a longer break, take a longer break, but we're going in 10 seconds. So again, I'm going to stand over my bell, grab it, both my hands, okay, pressing into the floor in 3, 2, 1. Hinge my hips back, control, squeeze it up. If you want to come up quick, you can come up quick, but I like to grind it out here, pairing that ballistic swing with a nice controlled deadlift on the back end, making sure that I'm still minding my form at this point in the workout. Driving through those heels. At the top, I'm chasing my plank. All right, making sure I'm not arching my back at the top. I like to think about growing through the top of my head as if I had a crown, growing from that crown. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bell down. We got to get our toes in. We're back to the TRX suspension trainer for that TRX abduction to push up. So I'm in my plank position, right? Feet start together, feet come apart, and then we add that push up in 3, 2, 1. Heels back, heels apart, push it up, feet together, feet apart, push up. Now as I push my feet apart, I have constant pressure down. So not only am I squeezing my glutes hard like apples here, but I'm also pushing my heels back into the handle and I'm pushing the front of my foot down into that suspension trainer to give me some feedback from the straps. Last 10 seconds. Check that plank. Make sure you're in a good position. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And rest. All right, toes out. Flip it over. Heels are in. We're back to that hamstring runner. Back to that hamstring runner. So once those heels are in again, I like to start with my right knee into my chest. From there, arms are down. Hips lift. Right leg out. Left leg in. Left leg out. Right leg in. As I'm doing this, I'm still got a pull from my heel coming in. I'm thinking about pulling my heel in as I maintain even pressure. And again, if you want to challenge that stability, arms come up, over that chest. 20 seconds left. Now, if you want to get real fancy, you can alternate the legs in and out at the same time for what's called an alternating runner. This one works those hammies. Last 5 seconds, y'all. Push it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels out. Stand it up. Quick. Actually, we don't even have to adjust the straps. You can keep them at mid-calf for your squat to Y fly. Let's manage our midsection here. I don't want to see any arching. Rib cage should be knitted to the hips. Shoulders out of those ears. 3, 2, 1. Arms fold. Squat. Back to the top. Arms fold. Squat. Drive into the ground to come back up. Pushing the floor away as you're squeezing those glutes, squeezing those legs back to the top. Bonus points if those elbows are staying straight, right? Those elbows should not be bent here. We're pulling from the back, not from the biceps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! You earned yourself a little water break. Towel off really quick. We're going to set you up for round number 2. Hopefully everyone's feeling good. Okay, again, grab that quick sip of water. Now, so for round number 2, we're going to do what's called an EMOM. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. So if I tell you I want you to do 6 reps of something on both sides, you've got the minute to get all 6 of those done on each side, which is 12 reps total. Whatever time is left is your rest. So if it takes you 30 seconds to do the set, you get 30 seconds of rest. If the next time it takes you 35 seconds, you'll get 25 seconds of rest. You always want a little bit of rest to transition. You can't go all the way up to the minute because then you're going to fall behind. So for example, first set is 6 clean squats on each side. So if it takes me 40 seconds to do that, then I'll get 20 seconds of rest. Your second exercise, we're going to grab the rip trainer. 4th exercise, we're on the suspension trainer. All right, so here we go. 6 squat cleans on each side. So you're going to clean the bell up, squat, back down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to work. We're trying to get 6. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you're still working, try to finish. We got 15 seconds. Next up, rip strikes. 8 per side. Base hand palm down, inside palm up. Rip is locked to the hip. You're going to pivot your back foot, extend that back arm. Ready? Here we go. 8. And I want to pause at the end. Back in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to switch sides. So now my base hand is my right hand, my power hand is my left hand. I'm going to pivot off my left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 8 for me. 15 seconds left. Last one, hamstring curl to hip press. 10 on your suspension trainer. Heels in, feet underneath that anchor point for neutral position. You start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hamstring curl. Squeeze the glutes for the hip press. 10 reps. 2, 3. And if the hip press is already enough, you can always leave the butt down for the hamstring curl. Right, that would give you a little extra rest or a little less energy. Won't give you less energy, but it takes less energy, so you can get a little bit of energy back. 8, 30 seconds left. 9, and that's 10 for me. You got 24 seconds left, and we're back to the kettlebell. So we're going to do that triplet 2 more times. Okay, 6 cleans on each side. 8 strike with a pause on each side. 10 hamstring curl to hip press. You got 2 more cycles through that, so 6 minutes of work. Here we go. Let's grab that bell. 6 clean to squats in 3, 2, and 1. And if 6 is not enough, do 7, do 8. If 6 is too many, then do 5, do 4. 5, 6. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 5. And that's 6. Woo. Those are no joke. We're back to that rip trainer again. Rip strike. Okay, but again, we're holding for 1 second at the end. I want to see control here. We went fast on the kettlebell, fast and controlled now on the rip. 3, 2, 1. Pivot the back foot and strike and hold. 2. Okay, we're going 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 8 for me. I'm switching around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. See, sometimes you guys, we get a little bit too close to our suspension trainer, and we get tangled up. Better. 6, 7, and then 8. See, you guys got to be safe. Got to make sure you know your environment. I got a little bit too sloppy right there. Okay, hopefully no one else did that. So, next up, heels in, hamstring curl to hip press. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, let's go to work. Hamstring curl, hip press for 10 reps. 3, 4, 5. Again, hips up if you can keep them up. Hips down if you need them to be. 8. 2 more for me. 9. 10. Woo! Still got about 25 seconds left. Okay, we got 1 round left whenever you're done here. So if you have any extra energy left, here would be the round to use it. But if you're feeling good at the pace you've set, keep it there. If you're struggling, check it down, right? Know where you are for the rest of this workout. Last 3 minutes, 6 to 8 cleans. Let's call it 5 to 8, somewhere between 5 and 8 reps. 3, 2, 1, we're working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Feeling good. Feeling good. So we've got that rip strike. Rip strike. Here we go, you guys. 5 seconds. Go over to that rip trainer again. 8 reps. Little pause at the end. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pivot that back foot. 7, and that's 8. Facing this way. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna drop this so I don't do that same mistake again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 8 for me. All right, here it is. Get those heels in. Whenever you're ready, got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's finish strong. Can you leave those hips up for the whole set of hamstring curls? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's work. 1, 2. Can those arms be up? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's finish, you guys. 8. And again, if you're feeling just struggling, drop that hip. Drop the hips for the hamstring curl if you need to. But only if you need to. Only you know if you need to or not. Last 3. Last 2 for me. I got 1 more. You got 20 seconds left. I'm going to finish it out just in case you're still working. Finishing out with you. You got 10 more seconds. If you want to just work, let's work. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, way to push it, y'all. Woo! Grab that quick sip of water. Let's pop it up. Straps are going to go back to mid-length. And we're going to stretch this out. So as you're grabbing that quick sip, let's go ahead and set it up. We're going to start with a nice TRX wide stance hip hinge. Working those hamstrings all day. Let's lengthen them out. So feet are outside shoulder width apart. I want you to press down into your handle. Hinge back at the hips. Dive the fingertips forward. Feel that nice stretch in those hamstrings. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time in. Push into the handles, round that spine all the way up. Rest. Good. All right, from here, bring the feet nice and close together. Offset your right foot forward, single leg stretch. Bending the left knee, keeping the right leg straight. Hinge your butt back, dive the fingertips forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the right hamstring. Lift the toes on the right foot. Put both handles into the left hand. Grab that right toe as you push the right knee back to the floor behind you. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And exhale. Grab the other handle. Foot comes down. Stand it up. Right foot back. Left foot forward. Hinge back at the hips. Bending the right knee. Left knee stays straight. As the butt goes back, you should feel a stretch in the left hamstring. Take both handles to that right hand. Lift the toe on the left. Pull on that toe as you push that left knee back towards the floor behind you. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Rest. Drop the toe. Stand it on up. All right. Hands right next to your chest here. Walk it in, figure 4 squat stretch. Right leg centers, left foot crosses, sinking into that figure 4. Try to keep your butt sitting back over to the left since you crossed that left foot. And then stay low. I want you guys to dive forward here and start to really bend the right knee and sink as low as you can. You should almost feel like you're floating here. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, switch it over. Left foot center, right foot crosses, sinking in. That figure 4. push back towards that right foot, towards that right hip. Breathing in. As you exhale, hinge forward. Try to drop the butt even lower if possible. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Release the straps. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all done. Excellent work on that workout today, you guys. Now, again, the target was those legs, so the lower body's probably going to feel this the most. So make sure you stretch out the quads, stretch out the glutes again. Maybe give them a rock or a foam roll here. And as always, check back with us for more TRX on-demand workouts. We'll see you guys next time.